Kpop Demon Hunters. I have not watched this. Does not really look like it's for me, and that's okay. That's absolutely okay. I don't have a problem with this existing. I think it's fine. And if you like it, great. The reason I'm talking about it, though, is because this thing is huge. Everybody is talking about Kpop Demon Hunters. Even me now, because, well, it's tearing up not only the Netflix charts, it's tearing up the Billboard Top 20 chart, which is kind of surprising. So this is a musical that's also about, I'm guessing, fighting demon hunters, or no, fighting demons, because they're not just K-pop singers. They're also demon hunting. So, okay. I mean, there's lots of stuff that exists like this. It's fine. Now, what I do think is funny about this is that it has to be really irritating Disney because this is doing what Frozen did. I mean, this is taking over the actual Billboard charts, which is pretty damn impressive. You have to admit it. And it's just part of a trend of people looking for new stuff. So this is probably something you could show your kids. I haven't heard anything crazy about it. Just seems like a fun show for families and kids to sit and watch together. Okay? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But the fact that 5 of the songs have taken over the charts is pretty damn impressive. I mean, that is something. And it shouldn't be taken lightly. You're seeing more and more of stuff like this really just kind of dominate. And while this is not traditional anime, because when I say anime, I'm talking about like Japanese anime. I mean, it just kind of is. But this was still made with a lot of it got inspired by things. For one, the person who made it talked about her love for K-pop. Want to do a love letter to K-pop and her Korean roots. I'm surprised that it's not being attacked by the media because she's not from Korea. But anyway, it's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with this Kpop Demon Hunters. I won't be watching it, but I'm okay with it existing. There's a lot of stuff that isn't for me that exists in the world of anime, for example. And while this isn't anime in general, I think that there's just people looking for something different, some kind of alternatives to the shit that Disney puts out. In fact, one of the big guys behind One Piece and Dragon Ball has the same opinion. One Piece Dragon Ball series director says Western audiences love anime because they're tired of Disney-style predictable harmony in animation. I think there's a lot more to it to that, but I think people are looking for something different. Absolutely. And it's noticeable everywhere. Anime is huge with Gen Z and just about a lot of, it's not just a Gen Z thing, but Gen Z noticeably likes it a lot more than most people. Anime's global takeover. 1 in 3 consumers watch weekly. 150 million Netflix subscribers are tuning in. Anime, and I've been talking about this for years, has been blowing up. It's huge now. It's way different than when I was a kid. I mean, you would get made fun of for liking anime. But now it's so in the open, just about everybody likes it. In fact, more than 50% of Netflix subscribers watch anime, which is huge. But they specifically talk about Gen Z here. I think it's like 1 in 3 or something. It's a big number of how many people watch anime and identify as Gen Z. Oh, no, it's much higher than that. 50% of Gen Z watches anime weekly, with 14% watching daily. Millennials also tune in frequently, with nearly half, 48%, watching daily or weekly. Older generations watch far less often. 24% of Gen X watches daily, 4%, or weekly, 20%, and only 1% of baby boomers watch daily. And that's an aging audience. The younger audiences are watching it. So it's becoming one of the biggest forms of entertainment in general. Overall, 31% of consumers worldwide, 1 in 3 U.S. viewers watch anime weekly. 1 in 3. That's amazing. But it's also kind of concerning for one reason and one reason alone, and I've always talked about this. The scary thing there is two things. One, companies trying to go into anime and influence what's happening, which you're now seeing. I believe Crunchyroll is involved in the process of making, like, sitting on boards and shit over in Japan. And that's scary because the last thing I want is some jackass from America influencing anime and manga production. Don't want them involved. I don't want them putting their nasty hands all over it. And then also, just creators over in Japan trying to chase maybe an American trend and letting American stuff influence it. I think one of the reasons why this stuff is so popular is it's different. And changing that at its core will corrupt it. These are just my opinions. But they are problems that can happen and change it. And then it just like loses what makes it special. This kind of is, I don't like that Netflix is apparently the go-to source for anime worldwide, with 48% of viewers using anime for anime programming. Disney is growing on that too. Disney Plus 32% and Prime Video 29% follow. 28% of global consumers who watch anime have spent over $200 on merchandise with anime IP, and 1 in 10 anime viewers have spent over $500. That's how they combat piracy, by the way. Big piracy problems in anime and manga. How do they get around that? They sell merchandise, and this is what keeps it so successful, is the merchandising. A lot of money made from merchandise with this medium. Unlike other mediums, like superhero movies where the comics don't sell, when you have a successful anime, people will go back and check out the source material. And in a lot of cases, if people pirate it, they'll buy the graphic novels too. That's actually something that really happens. Shonen Jump has embraced this. That's why they have the Shonen Jump app. That thing is only like $2 a month or some shit. I subscribe to it. I don't even just pay monthly because you get access to everything they've ever made. I've talked about this app before. It's amazing. And it also will link you to sources to buy the actual physical media. But, toys and shirts and posters and so many other things like anime, people actually buy shit and support it, which is where they make their real money. So, things are changing, and man, you got to wonder how Disney feels about this. 5 songs are in the top 20, beating out Frozen. And that was their big success story. People are just turning out. Not just Disney. All the other mediums are getting beaten by anime. It's pretty damn impressive. And it's also Hollywood's own fault. They created this problem for themselves. Oh, you want to make all this dumb slop that we don't like to watch? Well, we'll just go watch anime. Bye. And they are. In huge numbers. 1 in 3 people watch it. That's through across all age groups. But the fact that 50% of Gen Z watches it, that should be a big concern to Hollywood. That's a massive number. And also a shitload of millennials watch it. Nearly half. The tides are changing. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this. I thought this is pretty wild. I've been sitting on some of this. Like, this article came out 7/8. This one came out 7/7. And then it's like, wow, when I saw this came out yesterday. I saw it today. It's like, holy shit, man. And I know this isn't traditional anime, but I would put it up into something different category as well. And it's obviously taking inspirations from it anyway. The fact that it's like Netflix is so huge now because they invested early in anime. They did. They were one of the first to really jump in on that, and it's paid off for them nicely. So it's just wild. Times are so different now, and Hollywood, they've really got to figure out, especially Disney. They're going to have to change. They're getting erased by Japan, and a lot of these Asian countries are just putting out better shit than them, and people are looking for something else. I totally somewhat agree with what he's saying here. I think it's more than this just predictable happy ending shit. I think it's more than that, but absolutely, I do think people are tired of some of the Disney stuff and things that Hollywood is just in general making, and they've been looking elsewhere. One Piece, undeniably, probably the biggest property in the world. Dragon Ball is right up there too, but One Piece is bigger than Dragon Ball at this moment in time for sure. I mean, look what's been going on with it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.